I understand since the last time we spoke, there's been a bit of an update. They pulled your liquor license, correct?
Yep, the following day, after we were served to close our indoor dining, they came and pulled our liquor license.
I know you guys have been through quite a bit, $60,000 in fines now. You had your liquor license recently pulled also. With all that going on, how does it feel that all these people have your back?
Oh, it's just so amazing to bring the community together. Like, we can see that everyone's kind of like on the same page, obviously, and we want freedom.
We just kind of lost support. Our indoor dining started going way down. We had no help from Skip the Dishes since they dropped us.
We were like in a major negative in our account where the bank told us, you have a few days to put some money in there or we're going to foreclose your account.
So Monstrosity Burger is now closed. And we need to take a month off and get our heads straight and kind of figure out our next move.
We just really wanted to keep this going, and it was just really hard for us that we had to get to this point.
Lincoln J for Rebel News, bringing you an update on a story I've been covering out in Winnipeg, Manitoba regarding a restaurant that has been severely impacted by the COVID madness we have been seeing since March of 2020. Monstrosity Burger, owned by Dave and Paulina Jones, was fined 13 times, totaling over $60,000 for not complying with the public health orders in September of 2021. Thanks to our viewers, we were able to crowdfund a legal team to help Dave and Paulina fight back against these unjust fines through our website at fightthefines.com. This legal battle is still going through the courts, and you can still help the owners of Monstrosity Burger through that same website at fightthefines.com. After it became clear that these business owners were not going to enforce any sort of COVID mandate inside their business, the city of Winnipeg decided to send them a closure notice for indoor dining, followed by the removal of their liquor license, technically leaving them with takeout as their only option to keep their business afloat. Now, I actually had the chance to travel from Toronto to Winnipeg on 2 occasions. Now, the first occasion was when Dave and Paulina were initially hit with the first set of fines. We told that story, and then we heard news about the indoor dining and liquor license being pulled. So we made another trip out to Winnipeg where the community actually came out to support Dave and Paulina in the parking lot of Monstrosity Burger because they simply were not allowed to host anybody inside to eat at their restaurant.
We love Monstrosity Burger and we love what they stand for.
And my heart just is, I don't even know what to say. It's just crazy. Yeah, it just feels really good.
We're not tolerating this. Like, we're drawing a line in the sand. This can't go on. So it's really, really important for us to get out and support these guys.
I understand since the last time we spoke, there's been a bit of an update. They pulled your liquor license, correct?
Yep, the following day, after we were served to close our indoor dining, they came and pulled our liquor license. So now we're dealing with that.
Yeah, we're just having like a get-together for everyone to come pick up food, and we're going to have some music outside and just get the community together, and we're just happy to be able to do that.
Oh, we're here to support Paulina and Dave and this amazing establishment and everything they represent.
Well, exactly. We're here to support a business owner, 2 of them, in their endeavor to show other business owners that all you lack is the courage to stand against these health orders and open up your business.
I am out here to support the people who are against mandatory vaccination.
Supporting Monstrosity Burger and everyone here, man, pro-choice.
We want to support local, that we can go and get what we want when we want. Like, we should be free to do at any point in time. So it's kind of nice to know that there are people out here willing to make an effort, and it's nice to see that there's other people here that are like-minded, that are willing to take some time. Like I just said, we're standing in the parking lot, I'll wait an hour. I don't care how long it is, just to support the people that are willing to support us.
So community supporting community. So we're here, we're ordering food. As you can see, we're surrounded by a lot of good energy and good vibes. So that's why we're here. We're just here to hang out, eat some good food, and enjoy each other's company.
Now, since the last time we spoke, Monstrosity Burger has been hit with an additional 7 fines. Now they have 20 fines in total, which adds up to approximately $100,000. Dave and Paulina simply did not want to enforce its customers or staff to wear masks, and there was just no chance that they were going to ask anybody for proof of vaccination to dine at their restaurant. Now, it's been about a year since the last time we spoke with Dave and Paulina, and we're gonna get you up to date with where they stand right now with their business and everything that's happened in between. Let's check it out. So from basically October to December, January, business is good, you would say?
Well, business was like amazing. It was like lineups for 3 hours, and like during the week we were fully packed. Like it was crazy.
Every day, every night, we had people coming from hours away, and they would sit out in the parking lot for 2 and 3 hours, watching movies on their phone, just waiting so they could get in, and because they had nowhere to go. So people from hours away were coming, and it was amazing. It was great. I don't remember the exact time when Skip the Dishes pulled from us, but that really hurt us on that realm. But because there were so many indoor visitors, it was fine for them. And it didn't really affect us till later, when after March is when they actually reopened everything. And at that time, we just kind of lost support. Our indoor dining started going way down. We had no help from Skip the Dishes since they dropped us, and we had no liquor license. So it's been declining ever since March.
We were bringing like close to $500,000 through Skip the Dishes. This was before their fees and all that other revenue going out. But just to give you an idea how much revenue was going through Skip the Dishes, it's a lot of money.
And that Skip the Dishes is what helped us to finally get caught up. Because when they first did the lockdowns, we were hurting. We were getting ready to lay off staff. I mean, we were hurting back then. So Skip, we really needed Skip to to keep us afloat. So it really hurt us when they did that.
What reason did Skip the Dishes give you for taking you guys off?
They said that we were endangering their employees because we were not wearing masks, even though all their employees wore masks when they came into our restaurant. And so they emailed my wife saying that if we didn't put on masks by the end of the night, they would drop us. Well, we're not going to endanger our lives by having to wear masks.
But it was interesting because we were operating without masks for like 3 months with Skip the Dishes, and we had a good amount of volume, and they never seemed to have an issue. So I think somebody, or more than one person, probably called them and was, complaining about it. So then they got wind of it and then called us.
It could have been government too, but we don't know who it was, but it could have been government putting pressure on them. We don't know.
What kind of an impact does losing the liquor license have when you guys have patrons in dining?
I think, our liquor sales weren't insane in the first place. It was more like wine and beer. But I think it's just a whole aspect of people knowing that they can't come in and have a beer or a glass of wine with their meal. I think it affects people,
Huge.
They want to be able to have a drink, and they should be able to. So I think that makes us lose even more business, because those people are going to go somewhere where they can have a drink.
And we never had any infractions with the liquor commissioner. This was purely political, just to try to punish us for not complying to these unlawful health mandates that did nothing to protect anybody. We just spoke with an attorney 2 days ago, and he's saying there are now 20 tickets, that there were an additional 7 back in November that we never received. We never were served any tickets in November. So as far as we knew, there was only 13. I think it was about $70,000. And then he's saying now it's over $100,000 and there's 20 tickets. But every time they go to court, it just gets kicked further down the road. So I'm not sure where we are in the process right now. We were trying to hold on as long as possible. The thing that kind of hurt us the most is we were trying to stay open until after Burger Week, which starts the 1st of September, and hoping that we could just hold on a little bit longer. But it got so bad. I mean, my wife and I have been paying our employees and our bills out of our savings, which has dwindled down to pretty much nothing. We had a negative bank account. So we had to let our staff know that we only have a few more days, which is why we closed last Saturday. and it just came on them all of a sudden, and we hate doing that. But we were left with no choice. We were just hoping that something would happen to keep us open for a little bit longer. So Monstrosity Burger is now closed, and we need to take a month off and get our heads straight and kind of figure out our next move. Because it's been hard in this town. This is not a town that likes us. I mean, it's pretty sad what goes on in this city.
Yeah, we were like in a major negative in our account where the bank told us, you have a few days to put some money in there or we're going to foreclose your account. So we did reach out on Instagram to the community, and the community was able to bring us back up, over the zero, which we're so grateful for, but it wasn't enough to be able to keep the restaurant going. It just basically kind of got the banks off our backs for now until we can figure out what we can do, because we do have the Greek restaurant part of it up for sale currently.
The problem with that is because people know our situation, they're trying to lowball us on our restaurant. So we might have to get someone to rent to own because no one's willing to put out any money. And even our real estate lady just came out and said that she was trying to resurrect it. So people know our financial struggles, but we were left no choice. We reached out to the community. We reached out before just asking for some help, because they told us in the past that if we ever need any help, to reach out to them. They loved and respected what we did. So we felt we had to do it. We don't like asking for anything, but we just had to. And they did step up and get us, to currently where we're at now. But
it's still not good because now we owe money to, for our supplies. And so we have to really, I don't know, we're kind of in a bad situation, a limbo right now.
We do have an account at monstrosityburger@gmail.com. If you can help at all, we would love to take care of our employees and just to get ourselves out of this situation and be able to start something new. You can send an e-transfer to monstrosityburger@gmail.com, and that's where we've received some donations that have helped us, and that's probably the best way. We don't want to do a GoFundMe because we know how government can step in and just stop that. So if you feel compelled to help us, we really appreciate that.
Well, I just want to say that we really appreciate everybody that supported us, and we just really wanted to keep this going, and it was just really hard for us that we had to get to this point, and we still want to be there for the community, and it's just been really hard for us to have it so abruptly taken. So
I also want to just echo that. We really appreciate everyone that supported us. There were beautiful times with the people that came from all over Canada just to visit, and we miss that, and we will always remember you guys.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. As I mentioned earlier, Monstrosity Burger now has a total of 20 fines, which is adding up to approximately $100,000. Now, this legal fight is still going through the courts right now. If you want to help Dave and Paulina Jones fight back against these unjust measures, you can donate to their legal fight at fightthefines.com. Thanks so much, guys.